Welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name's Artie with CoinCasso, and in this episode, we go over the top cryptocurrency prices as well as the top cryptocurrency news over the last 24 hours with a brief analysis on Bitcoin every single day. So if you're ready to find out everything that happened in crypto in the last 24 hours, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Bitcoin still going in the upwards direction, growing slowly over the last 24 hours with nice consistent volume. Currently, Bitcoin is sitting at $9,796.28, up 1.58% from yesterday. Ethereum actually down 0.3% from yesterday at $243.91. Now, usually if you look at Ethereum and Bitcoin side by side, they almost look identical, but in the last 24 hours, they've taken completely different paths. EOS had the exact same movement as Ethereum shown right here, down 0.18% at $2.73. And Litecoin also having the exact same pattern, down 0.5% at $47.55. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining me today. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe down below and tick that notification bell to get notified every time we upload a new video. Now let's jump into TradingView and take a closer look at Bitcoin and see exactly what it did in the last 24 hours. As you can see here, we've had a nice consistent upwards trend, currently sitting at 9,804. We also saw two nice jumps in volume as well as two equally sized declines in volume while holding an upwards trajectory. So basically within the last 12 hours, we've gone from 9,514 all the way up to 9,803. Now I've taken it back out to my almighty trending one-day chart. And as we've been discussing for the past few days, we've broken out of this downward trend and are into a new upwards trend, still playing nicely between this lower and upper channel while also keeping an eye on this threshold right here. Like I've mentioned before, the next few days are going to be crucial to see if Bitcoin can maintain and not break through this lower support channel. Now breaking it down even closer, since May 25th, we saw a bottom at 8,616, currently sitting at 9,800. Also looking very strong in volume, seeing very consistent levels throughout this entire time frame. And also looking at the RSI playing very well in the range that it should be playing in. Now taking a look at the MACD, as you can see, we've had some nice ebb and flows recently with this low volume here. It's a little bit concerning because I'd like to see a better growth curve right here. I'm hoping that this isn't the limit to its curve and it doesn't start dropping back down here, because then again, we're going to be playing with these levels that I don't want to cross. Now let's jump into CoinMarketCap, take a quick look at the volume. And as you can see here, we are at 25 billion over the last 24 hours. These are nice, steady, consistent levels that we like to be in. When we start spiking up to the high 30s, low 40s, that's when we see a lot of movement in the market. But 25 billion daily, that's a nice number that we want to stick with. Everybody loves when Bitcoin and Ethereum and all of the cryptocurrencies rally to really high prices. But what I'd like to see is more consistency. Solid trading volume every single day, a nice growth curve up, small corrections back down, but maintaining that upwards trajectory. The less volatile Bitcoin becomes, the more people will actually join the cryptocurrency space. The reason 95% of the population are not into cryptocurrencies is because of their volatility. Again, this will taper down over the next few years as Bitcoin becomes more widely adopted. The most concerning thing to me, honestly, is the whales that do big buy-ins and big sell-offs, causing a massive pump and dump reaction, reducing the confidence of people in cryptocurrencies. Now let's jump into the news and see if there's anything interesting going around in the industry. This first article is titled US Bank Regulator OCC asks for public input on cryptocurrency use in the financial sector. One of the federal bank regulators in the US, and the only one that charters national banks, is seeking public input on how it regulates new technologies and digital banking activities, including cryptocurrencies and blockchain tools. In an advance notice of the proposed rulemaking published on Thursday, the Office of the Comptroller of Currency said it was reviewing its regulations around digital bank activities to ensure these regulations continue to evolve with developments in the industry. The notice specifically asked what sort of cryptocurrency-related activities banks and other financial institutions are currently engaged in, and what activities consumers engage in that impact banks. It also asks What are the barriers or obstacles, if any, to further adoption of crypto-related activities in the banking industry? Are there specific activities that should be addressed in regulatory guidance, including regulations? Surveying the public and the population is the best way to get the pulse on what the industry thinks is going to happen. More and more people are getting into cryptocurrencies, and the reason is because there's so much publicity behind cryptocurrencies. When something is talked about enough, more people start talking about it. This is just the first step for banks and financial institutions to get into cryptocurrency and start using blockchain technologies while still having satisfied customers, because through the process of these surveys, they'll find out exactly what their clients' needs are. This is a good first step, but it's going to take forever because bank regulations are insane. And on to the next article of the day, which is titled Bitcoin Closing in on 9,900 as Crypto Market Volatility Persists. A quick rally followed by a sharp decline earlier this week in Bitcoin price spelled trouble for bulls. However, volatility is back in the spotlight and could bring other opportunities, according to market players. Bitcoin was trading around 9,816 as of 8 o'clock UTC, gaining 2.5% over the previous 24 hours. While the action over the past few days had seemed sleepy until Thursday's breakout, steep price appreciations and subsequent drops are the norm for crypto traders. When compared to the global stock markets, Bitcoin is maintaining a higher level of volatility. Despite the recent global bout of economic turmoil, stocks are experiencing diminishing volatility. Bitcoin is realizing 2 to 3 times the volatility of the S&P 500, with altcoins registering well beyond that. As you can see here, the volatility of the Dow Jones, the S&P 500, the Japanese exchange has all been going downwards, while Bitcoin has maintained a 70 to 75% volatility rate. Again, like I mentioned before, I'd love to see the volatility of cryptocurrencies go down and see more consistency, but we won't see that until more people adopt the technology, and we need to start breaking into the phase where we actually use cryptocurrencies as an actual form of payment for the things that we do day to day. That won't happen for quite some time because over 60% of people holding cryptocurrencies are holding them for the long term, meaning that they haven't moved in the last year. You have to realize that cryptocurrencies is a long game. We're not in it right now to do transactions. Right now is the process to build confidence and build the market capitalization. Maybe 10 years down the road, when Bitcoin is less volatile, more people use it, and more businesses take cryptocurrencies as a form of payment. That's the point where we're going to see cryptocurrencies being more widely adopted and used day to day in the entire world. And onto the last article of the day, which is the one that I'm most excited about, titled Bloomberg Analysts Predict $20,000 Bitcoin this year. Bloomberg analysts are the latest to jump on the bandwagon of experts expecting Bitcoin to revisit its record high in 2020. The bold prediction is largely based on the fact that the price action seen over the last 2.5 years looks similar to the pattern over the last 2.5 years following the leading cryptocurrency's rise to record highs in December 2013. After 2014's 60% decline, by the end of 2016, the cryptocurrency matched a 2013 peak. Fast forward 4 years, and the second year after the almost 75% decline in 2018, noted Bloomberg Crypto in a monthly report, Bitcoin will approach the record high of about $20,000 this year, in our view, if it follows the 2016 trend. Now, this is the daily chart from 2013 to 2017, showing a record high above 1100, a 1-year-long bear market, the break above 700, the second halving on July 9th, and breaking through the December high of 2013. Now, if we look at 2017 to present, this was the record high of 20,000 in December 2017. We had a year-long bear market just like we did before, and the price rallied back up, but then we had the coronavirus crash in March 2020, followed by the third halving on May 11th. Seeing very similar trends, but not absolutely identical, but having Bloomberg's analysts, a humongous and well-respected financial analyst group. This is very good news for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies and makes me very optimistic about what the price is going to be in the near future. These are the types of days that I like. Nice consistent numbers, nice consistent volume, nice consistent growth, and no horrible publicity on the news. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you got some value out of it, please drop a like down below, and we will see you back here on Monday. Have a great weekend.